All right, guys. So we'll start. Okay, so I've been sent this one, this particular lending program. Sorry about that. I've been sent this one, I don't know, maybe like 10 times already, which usually is a good sign. That means that there's a lot of popularity going around for this one. I was sent it a little early, so I would say that it was sent to me before the ICO started, but then it was resent to me recently again and again and again in the chat. It was sent to me, and then you got then we also have it resent to me through comments. So, and I finally signed up. So I don't remember exactly who I chose to sign up with, but I did. So if you guys remember, like Santa, was it Santa coin? There were some other coins that had this background, right? So this is partly why I didn't want to sign up, but I did. I'll just cut to the chase. I did actually sign up. Actually, this is, a lot of this is exactly why I didn't want to pay. I didn't want to buy in because, as you guys can see, this background was on a few different lending programs, as well as, like, I think HYP as well. So that usually means that the developers or whoever created a site, it's usually because they it's the same people. All right, so that's usually a bad sign. But I'm a person that likes to take risk at the same time. I like to at least inform people on what I find and what I see, and if I find that it's useful information, so let's kind of do it. You know what I mean? So one thing I wanted to go to before I actually started the video, and I do apologize, was this right here, right? So we'll just copy it because I'm lazy. Excuse me. Okay, so this seems to be like a big thing for people, right? And they like to look at the date of creation, and as far as the registration date and the day that the registration expires. So I just want to just point this out, right? If you register a website today and you wanted to register it for, let's just say, a year, a lot of these sites are going to show you a 1-year price. And that 1-year price for your domain could be about $20 US. Okay, so 10 to 20 US dollars is not a lot of money. Okay, for you to register it for 3, 4, or even 5 years, depending on the domain registrar, usually it's only an additional like $2-3. So it's not like it's going to cost this person that created this website that much more money to create the platform. To create a platform to run for an additional 2 or 3 years just off the strength of a website. I want to just say this. So creation date was this month. Okay, that to me personally is just a bad sign. Okay, so when your creation date is less than a month, or you just created the website, and I don't know, the whole gist of it, but a lot of people, what they're doing is they're paying someone to create the website. They're using like Fiverr.com, or they're using just other different websites. So like scripts, there are scripts out there, there are websites, there are WordPress sites. All of this stuff would mean nothing to me, you know what I mean, except for the registrar date. It just shows you have patience. It shows that you're the developer. So if I have a problem with your website, or if your website is hacked, I know that you'll step in and you'll actually work it. But when your website is hacked or your website has a problem, my problem is, when will you get it resolved? Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to point out before we continue, because of the fact that I did invest. That usually makes other people invest, and I don't want people to invest off the strength that I invested. I want people to invest off the strength that they've done their own homework. Okay, so when you scroll down, stupid website. All right, when you scroll down, the website's not working again. Anyway, we'll just go to the white paper. So for some reason, the website isn't showing me any of the information that was here. And for some weird reason, let's just go out of it. And then we'll just go back. All right, cool. So it says, what is BetterCoin, right? So BetterCoin is a useful coin. The coin icon will be MyBetCoin. right? MyBet, right? MyBet is what they're going to go off of. And there is no other MyBet out there, but the fact that they're talking about they're on ERC20, that to me, I do like ERC20. I do like the Ethereum platform. I do like Waves. I do like a lot of these platforms, depending on which ones they are. But those are the three that I like the most as far as everything goes, as far as smart contracts and all that stuff. I do like that, and if they really are using ERC20, that usually lets me know that I can trust them just a little bit more. They did go out their way to actually get that done. Then they said they MyBetterCoin, right, will develop its own exchange. So currently it is not developed. Okay, so right now there is no exchange. So once you invest there, that's it. You have to wait for the 27 days for them to finish developing their exchange. Okay. On the other hand, MyBetterCoin will be on other exchanges. So right now, Ether Delta, which is the one that I hate the most out of all exchanges. Ether Delta is the one they're going to be on, but that's because they're using ERC20. So when you're on that, you're going to be on Ether Delta, just like if you were to use Ethereum with their smart contracts, you're going to be on my Ether wallet, as well as, you might even be on Ether Delta. So that's obvious. Now, for the other ones, the coding and the scripts and the payment that is required for YoBit and Coin Exchange, honestly, if the coin does not hit those two exchanges in, I say, 60 to 90 days, we can expect this coin to not really do the things that other coins are doing as far as making the type of money that the other coins are probably going to make us. You know what I mean? So put that information out there for you guys, because you do have to make sure you do your own, again, due diligence and your own homework. We'll go over to the right side first. MyBetterCoin will offer a lending program up to 48%. So we understand that's how that works. You know what I mean? 1.2% or whatever 48% works out to be. We understand that's how that's going to work. So it is what it is. It could be 1.2 or 1.4, whatever it is. We know that's how that works. As far as the penny auction, this is something that's brand new. Okay, MyBetterCoin will create a penny auction section to earn MyBet and other cryptocurrencies. So I don't know what that means. No one's ever done that. The penny auction that I've seen before are where they say like they have a laptop on the exchange. A laptop on their website, and you can actually bid a penny more, which will then add another minute to the auction time. So if and then each bid may cost you a certain amount of tokens, or a certain amount of tokens, because usually these websites have those tokens, like DillDash.com. For instance, basically you would say, okay, let's say we're betting on a new laptop, Samsung laptop, whatever, Windows 7 on it, or Windows 11, whatever they have now. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to bid on it. So every bid you would use, you have to purchase bids. So you'll purchase 100 bids. Each bid that you use gets put in as a bid, meaning that the price will go from maybe being 2 cents to now being 3 cents. After the time runs out, the auction runs out, the price for the item will be that price. So it will be, say, 45 cents, or it will be $17. You would then pay the $17, but you also had to buy their bids. Usually DillDash.com and the other ones, their bids are somewhere between 50 and a dollar, 50 cents and a dollar. So every time you're bidding, you're throwing a dollar in. So you have to remember, so let's say the item is, let's say you bid 20 times. You just spent $20, plus you also have to pay for the item. And then that's it. But 100 people are also doing the same thing. So I think that's a good option, but at the same time, if it's really the option, then that's just the way that works. There are already 8,000 users, so we expect obviously to be at least 20,000 users on this platform because of the way it's set up. So I'll explain a little bit more, but again, 8,000 is really low because it just started, but at the same time, again, I expected about 20,000 before they sell out. They've already sold 1 million, so that means they're already they're close to ending their first part. So right now, December 21st is the last day. So my Ether Delta will have these tokens on it. You can then transfer to Ether Delta probably on the 22nd or 23rd. All right. Again, the wallet, you can hold currency, you can do trading, blah blah blah. All right, so I don't know who this person is here, but it is what it is. So they have the lending program. So as you guys know, you deposit your coins, you buy MyBet, you do your trading, and then the trading platform, you can earn MyBetterCoins in the lending program, blah, 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 right? So I don't know if their lending program will be any different than the others where you're receiving dollar for dollar, but it does say this lending program option involves profiting from MyBetter, blah, blah, blah. You will receive daily profits based on your investment. I just read something that said that you will receive, oh, here we go. You will receive capital back to take out for MyBetterCoin lending platform. Okay, so it's dollar for dollar again. So 100 to 1,000, 180 days, 1,000. So it goes by ones, as you guys can see. Okay, 1,000 to 50,000 means that you're going to be in there for 150 days before you get your capital back, and then 50,000 and up is 90 days. So I haven't seen anyone's platform look like this. So that's kind of a good thing that they do have different, but at the same time, you know, can they pull these off? You know, can they really pull this off is really the question. So you won't really know until 180 days later if they can pull this off. Plus, if they have a security breach, we're screwed. Most platforms that have a security breach, they run away. So this is how the penny auction works. Again, I already described it, so I'm not going to re-describe it, but that's how theirs is going to work. We don't know what you're bidding on. Okay, so most of the time you don't need to bid on, you know, random items, but it does say every credit, for example, costs 50 cents. Okay, so I'm assuming that means if you're going to bid, you have to have, you know, for every bid you're actually paying 50 cents. So that's how theirs works. So, and there's other ones out there that are more and less. So read that if you guys want to know more about that. And then they expect that, oh, sorry, this is the ICO. So right now it's 90 cents. I bought 260. I don't remember. We'll go look at it. 95 cents, $1, 105, 110, and 115. So you guys saw we are at 1.2 sold. They are going to go to the next round at 1.5 million sold. Users can withdraw. So they do have the option to withdraw. I want to go into the platform in a second, and then this is the roadmap. As you guys remember, like I said before, December 21st, the final day, so you can expect to be on MyEtherDelta around the 22nd or 23rd. Their target price is 15. I don't see that happening only on MyEtherDelta. I just don't personally see that happening, okay? So I'm putting that out there. Don't expect it to be $15, instantly 15x profit, okay? So January, so December, so January, they're expected to be on these two platforms. If they are, I would say about $20 to $25 by the end of January. 40 is a big number. So if you have the patience to wait it out, if this thing really does take off, then yes, these numbers are really good, but these numbers are way out there. I'm being honest with you guys, they're at least double. These numbers are at least double. March, I could say if they do come out with their app, anything over 50 is plausible, but at the same time, again, do your own homework. Penny auction will improve. They are correct. So the penny auction will help out because of the way it's probably going to be put together, but we'll see. September target price is 150. I don't see that happening. 300 by 2020. That's possible because they do have 3 years to get there, 2 years to get there. So, and then the affiliate program works 7%, 2%, 1%, 1%, 1%. And then here we are again, EtherDelta, YoBit, Coin Exchange. And then they say that they have representatives in different countries, but as of right now, we just have the one in the Vietnam. So let me stop the video, and you have a Telegram group chat as well as a MySpace page. So okay, I'm sorry, Facebook. So you see right here, 20,000 likes already. That's partly why you can expect it to be 20,000, but at the same time, it's a lending program, so 20,000 is a small number for a lending program. All right. Okay, so the ICO ends on the 26th, right? Okay, so let me just scroll down so you guys can see it, right? So right now, like again, they only have 8,000 users. Okay, I was trying to highlight that, but I can't, I guess. No, I cannot highlight that. Okay, anyway, right now they have 8,000 users. Minimum deposit is 0.015. I believe that's because it's about $10, I think it is. So they expect you to put in at least $10. Okay, but at the same time, I have to be honest with you guys. If they expect you to put in at least $10, the minimum should be $10, right? So we'll go through this in a second. So my balance right now is zero BTC, right? 0 Ethereum, but I have 519. Okay, so I do have that. I was gonna buy 450, but I waited a little bit. Ethereum went up, and now I have 519. So I have 519 tokens, right, with them. 1.5 million, like I mentioned before. They're at 1.2, and then they have phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, phase 6. Okay, so when you go purchase, and we'll just skip to this part really quick. You go to you go to wallet. Okay, so when you go to wallet, it says how to deposit. What they want you to do is use this code to enter your money in. Same thing with Ethereum, and then this is going to just show you your MyBet. You can't actually do peer-to-peer. So like I could not purchase and then send it to you yet. So that does not happen yet. But I'm pretty sure they will set that up at some point, right? So once you once you deposit your money, it will pop in. I used Ethereum, I believe. It will pop in down here. It will show you your deposit history. It will list them all if you did more than one, and then you can withdraw. So really, really, very, very important. I want to just point this out. If you go to withdraw, you type in the amount here. There's going to be a small fee because you wasted their freaking time. But the minimum you can withdraw is 0.002. So if you put in 0.015, you got to remember, you got to put in more just to get that back, which is okay. But I want to just point this out. There are a few platforms that I was looking at that I deposit my money in, and then once I went through them, I realized, crap, how do I withdraw? So I want to just put this out there. I'm going to start making a lending program like checklist for you guys to say the things that I look for in case you guys want to use some of the things that I look for. But being able to withdraw is very, very important. Okay? The lending program should allow you to withdraw your money. If it does not, you can expect that most likely it's a scam. Okay? No program shall lock your money in. Except Hextra and Regal, they did do that to you guys, or us, I should say, to us. But at the same time, I have to say that I do like their platforms, and the way that everything was kind of put together was not a bad thing. So, but in any event, I just want to put that out there. You do want to make sure you can withdraw. The fact that they're on ERC20, if that's facts, then that's a great thing. Another thing is they have the 2FA. I'm not going to click on it because it does show you the code, but the 2FA does actually work now. I don't know how much energy it takes to add that in there, but it is a great option to have. I'll be honest with you guys, it is a great option because it lets me know that they've at least put some effort into making this work. Now, I don't know if my 2FA and your 2FA are the same 2FA, but at the same time, my Google Authenticator did recognize it. I was able to add it in there. They also did have like a recovery key, which was really awesome. So there was some things that I liked about their 2FA that I don't really catch on other ones. So it kind of pushed me in that direction. Excuse me. It pushed me in that direction of saying this might be legit. Okay. And then you got your wallets. You click on wallets to just show you your deposits. Again, you can show you how to deposit, how to withdraw, and deposit history, which I really, really like that they have broken it down differently. They had an opportunity to go in, steal someone else's script, and just run with it. But they didn't. They did it their own way. And I have to say that I personally appreciate them putting a little bit more effort into getting their website to where it does not look like everyone else's website. But at the same time, they created this website super fast. There's no way you can create the website unless they had the name of it, but they didn't actually purchase the name of the website. That's something that is kind of interesting to me, how they can create the website, have a possible name for it, but don't actually buy the .com or the .io. Also, they have a .com. If there's a .com and it's in Bitcoin, we have to be very, very cautious because some registrars and some hosting services do not like .coms. So if their .com does get shut down, sometimes it's not going to be their own fault, but if they don't come back up, that's their fault. So they should have a .io as a backup. We should have .org. I'm sorry, not .org. .co. There are some other ones that they should have as backups, but I'll be really surprised if this does last forever as a .com. Usually that's like, 101 where we may not have that opportunity. So anyway, they did put a little bit of effort into this. The affiliate program looks like this. I don't think there's a binary structure, but this is the way it looks. You can see if someone signs up underneath you, 12111. And then last but not least, their exchange will be coming soon. It just says coming soon. I don't know who these people are, but I'm assuming it's some sort of fake photo. And then same thing for the February for the pennies. and then they have their news. So I believe their news is just their Telegram. Yeah. So you just go there and then check out their channel of their Telegram. So I showed you guys my investment, showed you guys that I got in. Like I mentioned before, use these type of platforms. Oh, that's the one thing I wanted to say. So it is very easy to buy in, obviously, at the current price. The sooner the better, it means the cheaper. But at the same time, you have to remember, Western Coin, Falcon Coin. Western Coin is trying to be legit, but has that struggle to make it past the $10 to $20 mark in their first month. And the reason why is because, one, they're not on any other trading exchange. They're on none. Okay. What was the other one? Falcon Coin. They just particularly just ran away with our money, probably. Okay. But then you also have to look at, I believe Glass did the same thing, right? Let me just close that out. So I believe Glass Coin did the same thing. So they have their exchange. They won't let you. They'll let you withdraw, but they're on exchange, but they don't have their actual platform. So their coin it has no value to it. Why would you buy a coin if you couldn't actually use it to lend? The whole point is to be able to lend, not so that you can have coins. People are right now, they rather take $1 loss and getting out than to keep on letting this thing, $1 loss per token, than to keep letting this thing add up. So that kind of sucks. But at the same time, this is the reason why these platforms are bad, because we all don't have the same opportunity to buy in that first phase if we don't get in early enough. So it kind of builds no urgency. Okay, the urgency is always built when you only give us a certain amount of time to buy a certain amount of tokens. What that does is that forces people to log in, forces them to put their money in, and then wait. And then while they're waiting, they do their referrals. Otherwise, once I get my money in, I don't really care about the rest, because now my money's in. I'm waiting for this thing to come out. So it's no benefit in me keep on telling people about it, like, hey, they're gonna go live in 2 days, hurry up and get in. When in actuality, I don't really care. You can go in whenever you want if you want to go in. I don't care when you go in. So there's no sense of urgency anymore. So given the fact there's no sense of urgency, this is the problem that these lending programs have when they let you buy in whenever, however, whatever. And I see they're gonna have a small struggle getting over that hump. So there are little things that I like about them, but then there's these other things on the left-hand side that I'll be honest with you guys that are just gonna be in the way. And this is one, excuse me, and this is one of them. So let me know what you guys think. Join us on Telegram. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Do not share. My link is in the bottom, but if you want to share, you can. But definitely 100% like, subscribe, and definitely comment. Let me know what you guys think about the platform. Again, I'm very 50-50 on this. I'm leaning more towards yes because of the ERC20 than no. Plus the 2FA. The 2FA, ERC20 are the two things that really have heavy weight to them on my scale. But this platform hitting those type of numbers that they're predicting is really obscene. I don't see it happening until they go to Coin Exchange and YoBit same day. It needs to happen earlier than January. But if it doesn't, it doesn't happen. But then other things that they want to develop need to happen as soon as possible. So for the first 90 days, I may not do anything with the money, but I'm going to wait to see if I can at least hit 20x in 90 days. So that's my goal if you guys wanted to know.